what's up, everybody? Come on in, come on in, come on in. We got a lot to discuss this evening. And my co-host, something happened. She just dropped off the live, so she should be here. She is. There she is.
Hey,
She's back. What's up, boo?
I had nothing. My sound went out. I couldn't hear nothing. I was like, okay.
Oh,
But hey,
well,
everybody,
I'm
how
glad
y'all
you're
doing
back.
tonight?
Yeah, I hope everybody is doing well. This is the Hood Table. This is Tanya, me, myself, and I, and our co-host Carmel Diva, and we're going to be
Hey,
discussing some update information on the case between Jake Gardner, the downtown bar owner, and the 22-year-old black man that he killed last summer. Um, and that was James. I'm sorry. What did I say? Jake Gardner and
James Scurlock.
James Scurlock. James Scurlock. I'm sorry. See I
Hmm.
was doing that last year too. Jake James.
Yeah.
But let's not please confuse the two. But yeah. So we got some update information on the family of Jacob Gardner, and they are trying to sue. They actually filed a lawsuit against our Douglas County. So we're going to be discussing that and why they thought that this is necessary. But before we discuss that, I have to play you the clip because it's been since September of 2020. We are coming up on a whole year since the grand jury announced a decision. So it's about a 5 minute clip. I have to show this because we have to bring this all back into the front of our mind, especially for the people who might not have saw the grand jury um,
Or may not even
decision
know
live.
about the case.
Right, or may not even know about the case. So let me go ahead and play that for you guys real quickly. Hey, Universal Magic, now you know you can jump on the panel if you want. After I play this video, I'm gonna drop the link. So if you wanna, Universal Magic be cracking me up. So if you wanna join us on the screen, anybody, especially if you live in the city of Omaha, Nebraska, and you got something to say about this, I will drop the link after we watch this video. Okay. So let me go over here. Let me make it big. Okay, looks like everybody can see that. All right, here we go.
Family of a bar owner and former Marine sues the special prosecutor who led a grand jury investigation against him. The family says the attorney's recklessness led to their son's suicide.
Okay, so I just wanted you to see that first. And now we're going to get to the video from last year, September 2020. And it was actually a reaction video that we did on the Hood Table. So we were actually live when we were watching their decision of the grand jury. So this is about a 5 minute clip of the discussion of the grand jury's decision. So we have to watch this first before we start making commentary on the new events that's going on now. So here we go.
That they interviewed approximately 60 people in conjunction with this homicide investigation. They received video clips from members of the public who were down in the old market. And ultimately, all of that information was passed on to me and to the team that I assembled, to very experienced retired Omaha police officers. So we reviewed that information, and we followed up and did some additional interviews. And I can tell you that the grand jury, at the point in time that they made their decision, it's almost a slam dunk that they had much more information available to them than what was had at the time that the initial decision was made. The grand jury returned an indictment today against Jake Gardner. And that indictment charges the following counts. The first count charges manslaughter in connection with the death of James Scurlock. The second charge, or the second count, charges the use of a firearm in the commission of a felony. The third count that they decided to charge was attempted first-degree assault. And the fourth charge or count is terroristic threats. Now, going from the last count forward, I can't talk about the evidence. I'm ethically, you all know, prohibited from discussing that. But what I can tell you, I do want you and the public to have some understanding of what those particular counts connect with as it relates to what's understood out there about what ended up happening on May 30th of 2020 down in the old market. Count essentially addresses the conduct of Jake Gardner in the verbal confrontation with James Scurlock at a point where a firearm was brandished and ultimately displayed. It includes the commentary, the back and forth between the two of them. But I don't get to participate in the deliberations with the grand jury, but they are able to understand that Jake Gardner was threatening the use of deadly force in the absence of being threatened with a concomitant deadly force by James Scurlock or anyone who was associated with him. The count that is the attempted first-degree assault is tied to the shot that Jake that has been characterized as a warning shot. Now, there are two shots before the shot that ultimately took the life of James Scurlock. It's that second shot that the grand jurors decided to charge attempted first-degree assault. And lastly, the manslaughter count and the use of a firearm, actually the use of the firearm in connection with a felony is attendant to all of the three substantive counts. But with respect to the manslaughter count, we all know that Nebraska.
They're not just crispy, they're crispy-er. Tyson Crispy Chicken Strips.
My bad. I thought I took the commercials out. It's about another minute long where they're gonna talk about his social media.
A charge like that when a person is killed unintentionally. I misstated that. Is a person is killed intentionally, but as a result of a sudden quarrel, and that's a general description of the law attended to manslaughter. What I can tell you about that is that particular count solely on an analysis of the video that has been played in the media already. There was evidence that was gathered and presented to the grand jury about activity that Jake Gardner was engaged in prior to even coming in contact with James Scurlock. And that evidence can reasonably construed as an intent to use a firearm for purposes of killing someone. and you all want to know what it is, and I can't tell you about it. But what I can tell you is that that evidence comes primarily from Jake Gardner himself. The grand jury was able to have information from his cell phone, from his Facebook Messenger account. They were able to review video from inside Mr. Gardner's business. And they were able to get evidence relative to Mr. Gardner's state of mind as a part of what was presented to them from this investigation. So that is what they decided.
Okay, so basically, we just got a recap of what happened last year in September 2020 when the grand jury had to make a decision if they were going to press those charges, indict him on all those different charges. There was 4 different charges, and they came back with, yes, we are indicting him. So now we're going to watch the news story that just came on recently. And so we're going to talk about both situations. And the news story, I think, is about a minute long. So just bear with us. This information is important for us to watch. So here we go. Let me share the other screen. We're going to go all the way back to the 0-minute mark. What is that? Oh, I hear something. That's weird. Hold
That might be
on.
my phone. I'm fanning myself.
Oh, okay. Girls up here like, what is going on?
Family of a bar owner and former Marine.
Okay, here we go. Can y'all see it
who led a
okay?
grand jury investigation against him. The
Is it
family
on
says
mute?
the attorneys led to their son's suicide.
38-year-old Jake Gardner.
Okay, hold on.
Scurlock.
I don't think I shared the sound.
I could do it fine.
You could?
Yeah.
You could?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. I couldn't hear it. Let me just
I heard it perfectly.
Okay, I'm gonna close back out, and then I'm gonna go back to the link that you sent me.
Okay. I just find all of this unbelievably crazy and sickening and hurtful.
Okay, here we go. Let me expand it.
Just devilish. That's what that is. Just devilish.
I'm just like, I just can't believe all this is happening. Okay, here we go, y'all.
Family of a bar owner and former Marine sues the special prosecutor who led a grand jury investigation against him. The family says the attorney's recklessness led to their son's suicide.
38-year-old Jake Gardner shot and killed 22-year-old James Scurlock during the downtown protests in May of last year. Scurlock's friends say that he jumped on Gardner's back trying to disarm him. Gardner said he was being choked, feared for his life, and fired in self-defense. Brian Master joins us live now to break down the federal lawsuit. Brian.
Sharon, this is one of those cases where 2 different prosecutors saw the evidence and reached 2 different conclusions. And in the end, without a trial in sight, it's unlikely we'll see more evidence.
In September, days after Jake Gardner died by suicide in Oregon, Special Prosecutor Fred Franklin explained the reasons the grand jury had indicted him, indicating Gardner's text and Facebook messages went against the self-defense argument, and that Gardner had brought a number of guns with him to his Old Market bar the night of the protests in May of 2020, looking for a fight.
To the extent that Jake Gardner had set up an ambush inside his business, waiting on a looter to come in so he could light him up.
The parents of Jake Gardner are suing the special prosecutor for wrongful death, saying Fred Franklin created an environment where their son did not feel he could receive a fair trial in Omaha. fact, after the indictment, Jake said he received more than 1,600 death threats. Today, Franklin declined to comment on the lawsuit, but stood by the evidence last fall.
I wasn't there to advance any person or any organization's agenda. I tried to be as objective and as just as I possibly could.
The Jake Gardner estate also names County Attorney Don Klein in the lawsuit, blaming him for not keeping the special prosecutor quiet. Remember, Klein ruled a case of self-defense. He says his team saw it differently than the special prosecutor.
Showing the weapon and then backing up and saying, okay, just get out of here. And then as he walked away, backing up, he then turned to the street and had his back to these individuals. So I don't know how you're the first aggressor when you have your back to the individuals who then jump on your back and knock you to the street.
Today, Klein said the allegations in the wrongful death lawsuit against him are unfounded.
And John and Sharon, there was no dollar amount listed in the wrongful death lawsuit. Now, both the Gardner and Scurlock families have asked for transcripts of what the special prosecutor and the grand jury had discussed back last fall, but so far those transcripts have remained sealed. On your side from the
Man, this some bull, girl. First of all, let me.
Hold on, no. Let me say this
Okay,
first.
go ahead.
Please,
Go
please.
ahead.
First of all, the person filing the lawsuit is the one who started all of this shit in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
The daddy.
Mm-hmm.
He was out there pushing people. The people started retaliating. And then your son come out brandishing a weapon that he came down there with intentions of shooting someone, because he posted it all over his social media.
Right.
The dummy. And then they try to disarm you because you done already shot into a crowd of protesters that done passed by you. You shoot into the crowd. So they try to disarm you. You shoot and kill this boy, and then you take your pussy ass and run to Oregon. And then you thought you was going to get away with it here in this good old boy state. And when they said, no, you couldn't handle the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And took your life. So now your parents got the nerve to try to sue because somebody pressured your son into killing himself. No, baby. Your son couldn't handle the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote a check his ass couldn't cash.
But you know what's so crazy about this for me? And hey, Shawnice, and we got people watching from Facebook and YouTube. Hello to the people on Facebook, Lynette, and hello to the people watching. Make sure you like and share the video, please, and thank you. What's so crazy for me is how they trying to sue him, the special prosecutor, when at first, when Don Klein had announced that, the charges were going to be dropped, it was self-defense. When the special prosecutor did that press conference, he wasn't the one who made the decision to indict.
Exactly. The jury did, the grand jury. But see,
right.
He can't go after, he don't know who was on the grand jury, so he can't sue them. So he going after who represented the city, the people.
And that's bull because he read.
And it's going to get thrown out.
He read their decisions.
Right.
So they're trying to sue him. That's crazy to me. That's very crazy to me. And then on top of that, like how we saw the little clip, Don Klein, we just saw that where he was up there talking about, oh, how could you say it was just murder if they jumped on his back? He brandished his gun first. That was the threat, right?
First of all, he got too much pride because see what happened was he came to a conclusion too fast in that case. He was like, "Oh, ain't no charges gonna be filed." He had a conclusion.
What was it? Less than 24 hours? Yeah, less than 24 hours.
How you gonna say that and you ain't got all the evidence or video footage in? You saw video footage from one camera.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see the whole thing.
And so we didn't see that till later.
And so he so prideful. Pride cometh before a fall. So he's so prideful, he can't go back and say that he made a mistake. God forbid you make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Or, so hey.
Hey, I'm
Now,
good, 78.
hello. So now you got to go back and you're going to have to suck it up, Buttercup.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then it's like, okay, they're blaming this on PTSD, but see, the thing that I like the most about when special prosecutor
He was okay
when
over in
he
the
did this,
war, but he could. That's what I don't
yeah,
understand. You was okay coming back from war, but you couldn't handle some shit that you started on your social media. You and your
right.
daddy. You
He
coming
started
down
that.
strong.
Yeah, he had already made those basically promises or threats that he was going to be strapped and that he was going to have a gun on him, and he dares anybody to try to come up into his establishment. He had already
Exactly.
posted that, and then on top of that, like special prosecutor said, when they had announced
Thank you.
thank you, babe, for
Welcome
joining
to
the
the hood, baby.
membership. Welcome to the hoodies. But yeah, when special prosecutor was doing that press conference, he basically was like, all the stuff he had on social media, he couldn't say specifically what it was that the grand jury
Right.
had, used to make their decision. But we all knew because everybody had screenshotted all these multiple posts that he
Right.
had posted in advance before he shot
Mm-hmm.
James. This was all in
Yeah,
advance.
after.
And then like they said, excuse me. And then, like they said, if you got PTSD so bad, who the heck needs a gun if you got PTSD?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you be down there in like a
Right.
war zone type of area if you got PTSD? We all knew what was going on downtown, all these
Why would you
marches and
board
all
up
these.
your business?
Yeah, board up your business and use your insurance if something happened. That's what they
Right.
warned people to do in advance on the news. The police said, do not try to engage with the
Hmm.
protesters. But no, he
No,
posted
Biggie
on Facebook,
Badass
I'm going to be there with my strap. Mm-hmm.
Biggie Badass had it. He had it. He had it covered.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
And
Yep.
having your daddy, who started, like I said, down there pushing people, and his old ass got pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you didn't like that, so you come out. And I understand trying to protect your parents. I get that. I
Mm-hmm.
understand that to the fullest, because I
Mm-hmm.
probably would have done the same damn thing. But you cannot be the aggressor and the victim. It
And
just don't
that's
happen that
it.
way.
That's it. Like you said, I would have done the same damn thing. Yeah, if somebody would have just out the blue pushed my mother or father down on the ground, yeah, we gonna run up. But you
If it
can't
was
be
out the
the
blue.
aggressor and the victim at the same time. His father started the whole thing, pushing that young lady down on the ground forcefully when she was walking by. And then Jake
Right.
gonna get
Walking
mad
by.
because they retaliated and pushed him down. I would have done the same thing. I know if I would have been with my brothers, my boy cousins, he lucky all he got was a push because my boy cousins or brothers probably would have dog walked him on that
Right.
sidewalk. Like for real.
Right.
So then he wants to pull a gun out over something that his father had started. He initiated. They should be
Exactly.
suing the father for initiating the whole doggone situation.
Exactly. He should have been charged too. Seriously. And I'm not just saying that just to be saying it. He should have been charged too because he was the one that initiated all of this.
Mm-hmm.
None of this shit would have went down the way it did had that old man kept his hands to himself.
And had Jake stayed home. Like, how many store
That
owners was
too.
downtown? He was
Girl,
one of a few that was down
a
there. Some of
few.
them was down there, but most of them was down there still boarding up their establishments. They putting
Right.
Black Lives Matter posters down there. They wasn't standing armed at the door with a gun on their hip. And let's keep in mind, let's not forget how he did not have a license to carry that gun because it had
Right,
expired.
because it was expired. Yep. Yep. And then Klein declined to charge him for that.
Right.
Didn't even give him, he didn't charge him for that. So Klein,
Right.
you fell down on the job.
Mm-hmm.
You,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you had connections with the family or what the deal was, but he seriously fell down on the job with this one. I think because there was so much chaos going on already with the protests and this, I mean, you know how bad it was here last summer. This city was about to
It was
blow.
bad. It was bad.
It was very bad. This city
Mm-hmm.
was about to blow. It was a powder keg here.
Mm-hmm.
And
They wanted
I don't
justice.
know
They
what.
wanted justice, just like in Colorado. Which Colorado, I think they trying to make the award of the year for the most police brutality. But yeah,
Well,
just like those other states, everybody was in an uproar, not only because of James, but George and some other recent
mhm,
murders at police
Ahmaud.
brutality,
Let me see.
racism.
Brianna hadn't been shot yet. Brianna had just been shot.
Yeah, she did.
Brianna. So it was Brianna, Ahmaud, and George. They
Hmm.
was down there protesting all of that.
Yep.
All of that. And yeah, we were angry. We were upset because you are killing young black people with impunity. You're killing us with no regard to the ripple effect of how it tears apart a family. And not just the family, the community that these
Community.
people come from. You're tearing this apart.
Hmm.
And then you sit back and be like, well, I got qualified immunity. So you can't be prosecuted. It was an accident. But had I shot you and said it was an accident, they wouldn't have gave a shit. I'd be under the jail.
You would have been under the jail when they found out. Let me go out there with my strap right now, and my CCW is expired. They didn't
Right.
even remember Robert Wagner. He was trying to when we
Mm-hmm.
were first protesting for
Hey,
James
Cheryl.
Scurlock. Hey Cheryl, hey Tamara Boo. When we was first protesting for James and Robert Wagner, we had, he had done some press conferences. I was there at one of them, but the whole community was behind him and behind a lot of people in the community who were protesting over James. But one thing that they kept saying was he didn't even have a license to have that gun. Like, he literally killed somebody and he didn't even have a license to have a gun. He didn't get no ticket for it. He wasn't locked up for it. They just dropped the murder charges and let him go.
Mm-hmm. They
That's
didn't
it.
even charge him with him. They questioned him and let him go that same
Oh, yeah,
night.
yeah. There was never even charged. They questioned him, and 24 hours later, well, less than 24 hours later, he bounced and he ran his ass up out of town.
Right. They told him to leave. They said they told him to leave town. And
Mm-hmm.
Tamara, you are so correct, huh? You
Yep.
are absolutely correct.
Yep. Tamara said I saw firsthand how our justice system don't give a fuck about the and the
Mhm.
prosecutors don't give a fuck. You right. Blacks are over
Right.
prosecuted, over sentenced, and over incarcerated. Period. Point
Yes,
blank.
ma'am.
Point
Yes,
blank.
ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that melanin gets you killed or locked up.
Every time. Every time I'm good. 878. Every
We can,
time.
and it's sad the things that certain people get away with that we could end up serving time with. Like I said, that gun charge right there, he brandished the gun. That right there was a crime. Then he shot the gun. Warning signs was a crime. Then he killed James. That was a crime. He wasn't even supposed to have the doggone gun. That was a crime. I'm just like, and then the PTSD, the family wants to sue the special prosecutor because he basically just read the decision of the grand jury. That doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. And y'all talking about he had PTSD. Like I said before, if you got PTSD, you shouldn't have no gun anywhere around you. He should not have been downtown in the old market, posted up with his gun. If he got PTSD, he shouldn't have been making all those Facebook posts saying what he was going to do to anybody who approached his or do any damage towards his bar, his establishment downtown. Instead of staying at home, PTSD should have made you stay at home. Even if the news did not say, even if the police did not say, you guys who own property down there, stay home. If something happens to your property, that's what you have insurance for, right? I mean, we got cars. We're not going to stand around our cars 24 hours a day, making sure somebody don't break in them, right? We got insurance for that, okay? So PTSD should have told him, stay your ass far away from the protesters downtown. That's what PTSD should have told him. Now, the family of Jake Wagner, y'all should have told him the same doggone thing, except for commenting on his Facebook posts. All those Facebook posts that he was making on Facebook, some of them racially motivated. Y'all should have been telling his ass the same thing. Stay your butt home, son. You don't need to be down there. But no, instead, his father is down there with him. And as soon as they see some teenagers, some young adults running around the corner, his father forcefully pushed this young lady, knocked her down on the ground, and that's what started the whole thing. And next thing you know, that's when Jake started brandishing that gun. People around him was like, okay, this dude got a gun. They didn't know what he was going to do with that gun. Next thing you know, Jake and others tried to get the gun away from him. And I know in my heart they wasn't trying to take that gun to shoot him. I feel it in my bones that the reason why they was trying to take the gun, because they didn't want no more shootings. They didn't want nobody to get killed. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my point of view. Hey, Miss Sisler, how you doing? Hey, boo. Thanks for tuning in. All my members in the chat. Members, thank you. Shout out to all my members. Now, to all the members, tomorrow night, we do our monthly, I'm going to just throw this in before I wrap this up. But what's today? Wednesday? My bad. Friday. On Friday Night Lives, once a month, one Friday a month, we do giveaways. And if you are a member, you are qualified. Basically, if we draw names from the membership, and we always make sure we get around to everybody. So everybody eventually always win. And once everybody wins something, we start all over and throw everybody's name back in the pot. And we start all over. So everybody wins. Okay. Now you might win this month and might not win again until next year. But everybody always eventually wins. And then once we get more and more members, we're going to do multiple drawings per month, because of course it's going to be more people to choose from, and I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to win. So we'll be doing that Friday, Carmel Diva. I was just saying I forgot to do our monthly drawing
giveaway.
Yeah, I forgot. We normally do it the first Friday of the month. So for all the members, Tazing, she know, Miss Sislo, they can vouch. They didn't receive prizes for being members. Matter of fact, Taze Inc., I went shopping for her. Bought her a purse and everything. But yeah, you get a choice to choose between our the Hood Table merchandise, which you can find a link to on our thehoodtable.com website. Matter of fact, who just won? Lynette just won. So her order is about to be delivered to her. And somebody else, I forgot her name on the top. It's off the top of my head. Katie Ladd. Katie Ladd won like 3 months ago, and I've been inboxing her. I've been inboxing her on Instagram back and forth for months, and every time I'm like, "You never told me what you want. You never told me what you want." You know. So finally, she's like, "Okay, I want the gray face mask." So she finally told me what she wants. But yes, everybody wins something. So, Tonio wants to come up on the screen. So let me put the banner up so I can make sure it's Tonio. Make sure it ain't nobody trying to porn bomb us.
Not again.
Hey, it says Maya Park General. What's up, bro? Can you hear us?
I hear y'all loud and clear. My bad, technical difficulties. You know how it is.
That's okay. I had to make sure it
Right,
was
I
you.
had that too, bro.
Well, no, it's good. Me and the missus, we all right. We chilling.
That's good. That's good. Let me read this comment real quick, bro, and then I'm gonna let you comment, okay?
Hey, y'all do what y'all do. Take your time.
Okay. Tamara said when Don Klein sat there and said the man's back was turned, it reminded me of all the mothers of unarmed black men are always screaming. I knew right then that they weren't going to find fault in their own. They basically had the trial without the jury. Yep. Gun charges alone can get you 20 years. Yep. So the fact that they didn't tack on a weapons charge like they do to all of us hood, yep, is bogus. Yes, thank you, Tamara.
Preach, honey, preach. You better come on here. You better come on live. Go on here.
Okay, y'all go ahead.
And just to answer Miss Sislow's question real quick, my mom is doing a lot better, supposedly she's supposed to come home tomorrow. My mom, for those that didn't know, I had to take her to the emergency Sunday night, and unfortunately, they found out she had COVID. So, along with kidney problems and heart problems, it was kind of scary there for a minute. But thank God for everybody's prayers and well wishes, and God's blessing, His grace and mercy. She's doing better. So,
amen.
I want to thank everybody.
I'm happy for that. And I'm gonna come over there and get my green tomatoes because that's what I'm gonna make this weekend. I'm gonna make me some catfish and some greens.
That's funny because Mama said when she come home she want me to fry her some fish,
catfish, collard, smoked neck bones, and some fried green tomatoes.
Yeah, I got my greens. I gotta clean them up and get them all done too.
Yep. So go ahead, Tom. What you got to say about all this foolish? Oh my God.
Yeah, this is just some bullshit they got going on.
Anyway, you know what? I ain't even about to entertain the monkey shit. You seen the response I gave, right?
What you say?
I ain't even about to entertain the monkey ass nigga shit.
Oh Lord Jesus.
So here's what I need y'all to do, because I know Omaha is watching. Because I'm mad right now because I ain't able to make it home. So if the Most High say the same, 2023, y'all gonna see me there swinging. I ain't nothing. But
yeah,
y'all make sure y'all go live on some Omaha Day shit. I'm gonna be mad as hell. Because if the hood table don't go, I'm trying to told you.
Come on now.
It's going down, you know what I'm talking about. But hey, man, anyway. With the Jake Gardner
she can go on down. Look, she can be the news reporter on the scene, and I'll be the one still at the station.
You already know, man. All our people they represent on the deuce right now.
We gonna be on the deuce phone.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, on the strip though, that bullshit.
Oh man, I'm good. 78. I'm glad your baby is doing better. Thank God for that, and thank you, Tay Zink.
Go ahead, Tom.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, you good. I said no doubt. I'm just sitting up. So here's the thing. So now the funky ass daddy or whatever the monkey ass man name is, what them people name is? Who cares? They are irrelevant.
The Gardners.
Y'all suing Douglas County.
Mm-hmm.
The special prosecutor.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the nigga juice that they put in line as a special prosecutor, he said what he had to say, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
But now the dead man, well, quote unquote, the dead man's family.
Hey, where's his body at? Did they ever bring his body back here?
Everybody was wondering that too.
Because it's just crazy. He committed suicide out of town, like right after they said that he was in.
They issued the indictments.
And a lot of people was like, we want to see the body. We want to see something, the ashes, the body, the tombstone, the grave, I mean, the headstone, sure, the obituary, something.
I wonder if
Anyway,
you could Google it and see where he's buried. You know,
man.
you can Google and see where people are buried.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. Check it out, right? Damn, I
Yes.
thought I didn't have no more beer left. I thought I got a sip left. Right. But anyway, look here, man. Okay, so this old goat that started this shit, your monkey ass son. Well, we gonna call it what it is. Murder is murder. Killing. So if I would, okay, we're gonna use a scenario, and I'm not. That's not me. I ain't gonna kill no man unless he deserved to be, and he literally trying to kill me. But anyway, another story. Apparently, old man said, and this is planning. See, a lot of us don't understand about subconsciousness, but this was planned years ago. Hey, son. How would it look? You know what? Them niggas show, I sure like to kill me some of them niggas. Them niggas come up in my shit, yeah, we can get them niggas. Now, mind you, y'all got to remember, old man is an old Semper Fi, and the son was old Semper Fi. Hoorah. That's for the Marine brothers. But still, that's no excuse. You see what I'm saying? See, all this goes back. This is all programmed. Oh, Jake. Oh, shit. I didn't fought wars, man. You ain't fought shit. You just another whatever. Anyway. But it all was embedded in him. Oh, we're going to go down here to the old mark. Yeah, they're Black Lives Matter. They ain't going to touch my shit. We got insurance. Yeah, that's right. See, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, for y'all that don't know. If you see the doggone acronym, what does it say?
Maya Park General.
6505 North 51st Court, Apartment F, 68152. Y'all better do the math. 1981 to 1996. We ain't gonna even talk about shit else.
My yard.
We ain't gonna leave it at that. Everybody in Omaha, Nebraska know what it is. The wooden projects uptown. It go down. We're talking about one way in,
one way out.
Y'all know what it is. We put them things up or we let them things bust. It didn't even matter. Take your choice. You want to play some basketball? You want to talk shit? You want to get mad? Get your ass kicked. You want to play football? Kill a man, all that. Let's have fun. You want to get mad? Talk that shit. Get your ass kicked. If you want to gang bang, oh, nigga, we're going to tell you. Trust me, we was cool with all the farmers. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, as I was saying, y'all, I'm not trying to get off the topic. The point is that for this man and his monkey ass daddy to be down in the old market, because see, this is and don't to some of my European friends, European Caucasians, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. I know who you really are, but that's no disrespect to you, but you are who you are.
For the non-melanated.
Non-melanated.
Okay, once again, the Caucasians, aka Europeans. There's only two types of people on this planet: Asiatics, those that have melanin, and those that don't have melanin. Lacking is nothing personal. Take it up with the creator. Don't take it up with me. Fuck what you're going to do. Here's the thing. If you go into a place that you know is already like because of the shit going on. Now this young man was down here protesting. He wasn't doing nothing. I don't know what he was doing. I don't give a damn if he was smoking weed. I don't give a damn if he.
But they said they was vandalizing.
I don't care.
Right. I know.
Okay, so what? Oh, guess what? I ain't gonna even promote the beer because I know we on YouTube. So anyway, it's
No,
just a
I
beer,
just don't
right?
want nobody to be on here and be like, "Well, they act like he didn't did nothing," because we know what they
It's just a beer
alleged.
though, right? Check it out. It's just a beer though, right? I'm not promoting it. I ain't gonna tell you what name it is, but it's damn so some good. Wee. Well, boy, go down. You know what I'm talking about? 5.1, and it's going down. It's premium. It ain't none of that monkey shit like Budweiser and Bud Lights and all the chemicals and all that. This ain't no Mississippi, Missouri River water. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, long story short, they went down there looking for shit. Something that was already built in. Same thing. If you come south of Dodge, no, you come south of Cummins, if you come west of 16th up to 72nd,
Yep,
and if
east
you
of 72nd.
east of Cummins, all the way to Saddle Creek and all that, and the military roads and all that, up to 72nd, all the way to the east, what is it? Martin Boulevard before Florence, all the way down to Florence. You
all the way
already
north. All the way north.
Florence don't even claim North no more. Anyway, that's another story.
Right.
No, don't. Show don't.
So, in the 6.1 plus miles radius that all 100 plus thousand of our people and plus and growing is in, it ain't changed. It's just growing, and then they're packing everybody up in there. But anyway, for them people, for that man to do what he did, that was all intentional. It was pre-planned. Now y'all going on that civil shit. Y'all saying, well, Douglas County is responsible. How? So
that's what I'm
your son, why your old monkey ass who don't
Took it upon himself.
and I'm pretty sure he got less time than I do. I ain't about to be talking no shit, but I'm just telling you what I know. But he got less time than what I do. And on top of that, for you to literally instigate. Oh my gosh, Jake, they pushed me down. You get them niggers. That was all. It was a trigger. Anybody touch my dad, I'm going to kill them. Yeah, that's right, bro.
I still can't believe that old man had the nerves to push that girl down like he did.
Okay, but then, like I said, the man instigated.
Yeah.
Guess what? The end of the day, quote unquote, unless y'all got big money, I'm pretty sure Jake's dead. Who gives a fuck? Not my problem.
Yeah.
Not my issue and not y'all concern. See, the law of cause and effect can work either instantly in your favor or it can work as a delay. But karma does not miss nobody's address.
Huh.
So for that man's family to disrespect not only that young blood's family that he killed, but the whole funky ass city, as well as the doggone me county. We ain't gonna even go to the state. We're gonna talk about the city, the neighborhood, and the county. And for that funky ass heifer, what's that goat mouth, trout mouth, swamp rat looking ass heifer that y'all got for a mirror?
Oh,
Fuck
Gene Stothard. That's her name.
Gene Stothard.
Didn't your husband kill himself? How many dicks
Yes,
was
he
she
did.
sucking before he killed himself? Because she showed was getting some BBC ran through her monkey ass. Check her tonsils, see if she got any. She might not.
Ooh, child.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there right now. Anyway, who else? See, all this shit, this shit. Oh, we ain't gonna talk about that old bald-headed ass. What that monkey ass man, the $1 billion motherfucker who think he ain't like his shit don't stink, like he can't get touched. Anybody can get touched.
Who are you talking
Anybody
about?
can get touched.
Buffett?
No, fuck him too.
Oh.
I'm talking about he's here for a purpose. I'm talking about y'all funky ass governor
Oh,
TV
you got Pete
man.
Ricketts. Pete Ricketts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete
Yeah,
Ricketts.
yeah, that old bald head son bitch. What is the monkey ass? Look like he trading. Look like he trading viruses instead of numbers. But anyway, that shit. That see, all this stuff comes from up above. It ain't no okay. Why it didn't now? Oh, wow. And you see how they put the brother in front of us, and you know what? I know that brother, and I know some of his family, and you know what? Some of his family some good peoples. But for them, but for him, what does that speak on him? You allowed yourself to become a puppet, a stupid. I don't give a fuck about all that. I know one of y'all chiefs been doing since 5th grade. We don't speak no names. Much love to him and salute to him. Real talk. They climbed the ranks, they did what they thing, but they ain't got nothing to do with me. I care less. We ain't gonna even get on that. Because then some feelings gonna really get hurt. And I mean personally hurt. We can go there. But for that to go down with that, and for the city and the county and the what's that monkey ass man? Who is y'all county prosecutor? Because I know y'all got city and county prosecutor. Klein. He's still living?
Yeah.
Damn.
He was the one who said he don't believe why anybody didn't think that it was self-defense. Man, and then that's when they had the special prosecutor come in and do the grand jury.
Damn, I thought he was already in Forest Line, but anyway. Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
This was saying Stiff City. I thought he was already in Stiff City.
And he's still alive and kicking, honey.
But that's how it is, because that's if y'all look at this shit is to teach us a lesson. I do really apologize that there is life loss. But come on, man. This shit been going on longer than most of our monkey asses. All of our black asses been sweating ass juice. All three of us on this panel right now. This shit been going on longer than before us. So why all of a sudden, how many, but, okay, so you telling me is that, if that's the case, then the Strong family should be able to sue Douglas County or the city of Omaha for Vivian Strong. Let's go back.
Because that's what burned down 20th Street. That
cop killing
her.
The same. Let me tell y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all a true story real quick. I got a good friend and family. We're gonna say C3. That's his nickname. Yeah.
Okay.
That was his best friend. And he will and one day, if I can get on, even if he don't show his face, if I can just get him to record, I can record this. But he will tell you the story of exactly how it happened. Somebody called because they were younger. You know, this is back in the late 60s. They were young. They was, you know,
it was in 1969.
Kids would throw rocks and nigga knock and all that shit.
Yeah.
Somebody called the people saying that it was a bunch of kids in an abandoned whoop-de-woo-woo. A Karen. We had a Karen back in 69.
Before we knew what a Karen was.
Exactly. And a Barbie and a Ken. All that shit. You know what I'm talking about? So here's it is.
Yep.
They call, and this is a true story, because the man gets very emotional every time he tells me this. But they were all having fun, laughing, playing. All of a sudden, they heard, hey man, y'all better not go over there. Don't go over there. Y'all gonna get in trouble. She told him, hey, you walk in front of me. Ain't nothing gonna happen. I'm okay. She just lollygagging the bam. Next thing you know, Jimmy Wilson punk ass daddy fuck him too.
Right.
He did. He been there. He was the one. It wasn't the other cop. It was Jimmy Wilson Sr. That shot her. It wasn't the other one. I'm gonna bust y'all out on y'all know what it is. I ain't never been scared of shit. Check my record. Don't got one. So that's the person that you need to be very fucking careful of. Point is that that's why one of his karma's. Hey man, let me tell you, If y'all remember Jimmy Wilson Jr., they got his doggone neck tore off his shoulders in his bulletproof vest on 40th and Hamilton. Then you'll know what I'm talking about.
That was on Blondo.
I remember that.
That was on Blondo, right outside my mom's crib. 40th and Blondo.
I remember that. 1995.
And I went to school with the real killer, but I ain't gonna speak no names, and that's real talk. And I'm talking about real motherfucking talk. But anyway, it is what it is. The point is that everything plays its role. He killed that young man out of spite. And for the city of Omaha, Nebraska, and the county, Douglas County of Nebraska, and for the state of Nebraska to allow that monkey ass shit to go on, piss on Ricketts, piss on that special prosecutor, fuck Don Klein. You let me know when your monkey ass is eating coffin flies. I'll be looking for your obituary in the motherfucking papers or online. Who else? Stothard.
Yeah.
She need to be euthanized.
Damn.
Who else? Cause y'all got all. It's all light that smoke up. Without I'm about to light me one up too, and it's gonna be good. I'm about to smoke. Good,
I didn't think nobody heard that.
I just say we have to wait.
Man,
I just say we have to wait another 4 years, 5 years. How long we gotta wait till the next election?
I think
no,
it's 2 more
sir.
years.
I need to say this real quick because you've been on my ass about these my wife too, the Casses and these YouTube. I need to go ahead and just spill it all. I ain't worried about nothing.
Yes, I'm telling you. Let me help you start you a channel.
Real talk, because man, and I know the algorithms, but this is funny. And I got love for all who do what they do. But this ain't about to be no situations like some situations that we do know. What I say, I'm going to say what I say and do with it that, and I'll let people research. I'll give them time. Because at the end of the day, I look at it as one thought. It takes a year for one thought to process with me. Imagine that. But there's but the brain operates at 24 billion miles per second. So anyway, before they catch up with me, it'll be lifetimes. And I'm talking about millions of years of lifetime. This shit ain't right.
It's not right. Why can't they just let it rest? Just let it rest. You cannot let nothing like that rest, because imagine how many of these situations has been going on. No, I'm saying, why can't they? The family, they just let it rest. Like he's dead. He killed himself. He killed somebody else. Then he killed himself.
There's two levels of that. Do they have enough money to make us believe that, or is it that he really?
Well, I did get
graveyard dead.
Hold on, let me show you something real quick. Let me show y'all.
I don't trust none of these people, man. I don't trust none of these people. They have been ripping, robbing, and raping the city, and particularly they whatever. But I got you, sir. Do what you do. Woo, girl. Y'all, the city ain't gonna burn, but if you look at what's really going on right now, just amongst our people, it's hurting us just as much as it's hurting the city.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that's frustrated right now. It's like people are still like grieving over the young boy. The young man who was, and it's like they kind of like rehashing everything. Now, most likely it's going to be like maybe another trial or something. I don't know.
It ain't gonna be no trial.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
How could a dead man speak for himself? And I'm not talking about so much. This is real talk. What I'm saying is that, okay, what?
Go ahead.
How can both of those individuals that are deceased, the young man that was killed, and the idiot jackass that killed him, how can they defend themselves, or how? How?
I don't know, but let me show this clip real quick.
Okay, sir, my bad.
Hold on, I'm just trying to get it together. Just trying to get it. I hate they got all these commercials. Okay, let me share sound video. Let me make it bigger.
In person or online.
Well, I guess until the commercial tells me I can skip. Okay, here we go.
Today is to give you guys a reminder of the obligation that I am and have been under as a special prosecutor in this case. You know, I took an oath
Oh, hold up. This
to
ain't it.
not disclose
Oh, this is it.
any
Yeah.
of the testimony that came before the grand jury, to not identify any.
Do you know the minute mark, Carmel
They were
Diva?
previously on. And
okay, it's a long video. So what I'm basically going to do, is just read what it says, because it's a pretty long video. So and I muted you, Carmel Diva, because it's some kind of noise or feedback. But what it basically says was that the prosecutor. Excuse me. It says, for weeks, conspiracy theories have floated around Jake Gardner's death. The conspiracists have suggested that the Omaha bar owner fled to Portland, Oregon, for protection by white nationalists, who then conspired with Portland area police to stage his death. That way, he wouldn't face consequences after the grand jury indicted him on charges of manslaughter, weapon use, attempted first-degree assault, and terroristic threats in the shooting death of 22-year-old James Scurlock. It also goes on to say those wild theories were put to rest Tuesday. And of course, this was from last. This is not a recent article. So when I say last Tuesday, I don't mean last Tuesday. This was back in July. Well, it was first posted in October, and then they updated it on July 27th. So it says special prosecutors Fred Franklin filed a motion to dismiss the grand jury's indictment. Authorities, the Oregon Health Authority death certificate for Jacob David Gardner, 38, confirms what Gardner's attorneys and Franklin's have already reported, that Gardner died of a perforating contact gunshot wound of the head. So again, the video is kind of long, and I don't know the minute mark, but the death certificate, it was obtained when court officials subpoenaed it because they wanted to have, for sure, an official document confirming Gardner's death. The death certificate was certified by Dr. Rebecca Adele Milius, a medical examiner in Washington County, Oregon, where Gardner died. And Milius ruled that police found Gardner dead on arrival to the parking lot of a medical clinic in Hillsborough, and she signed the death certificate that indicates that an autopsy was not performed on Gardner. So, and they put manner of death suicide. They describe how injury occurred. They said shot self. Other significant conditions contributing to his death was acute life stressors. So they're saying basically he shot himself because he was acute life stressors. Yeah, he just had been indicted. But they trying to blame it on the prosecutor's fault for his death. So,
but wait, did you see the part where they said he was afraid he was gonna get shot on the way back home to Omaha, or that he would get shanked in jail?
Yeah, because he said hundreds of people had made threats to him and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised, though. I ain't condoning retaliation or nothing like that, but I'm not surprised.
What would you
But
expect?
you know, you was Biggie Badass that night. You you was ready to bust a cap in somebody.
Yeah.
You're a big Marine. You
That's
can
what
take it.
happened. That's what happens when you play with fire, man. When they say don't be careful what you ask for, that law goes for everybody and anybody existing. It has
And this
nothing to
is
do
a
with. Mhm. I'm listening.
and
I'm
this is
listening.
a no, I was gonna say this is a lesson to all. This is a lesson to
It
all.
sure is. It
For
sure
one,
is.
like I said, especially if you got PTSD, you shouldn't even be around violence. If you like
And
all
that's
the people shooting the fireworks, but I mean the screaming, the yelling, the running, the chanting, the marching, like why would you even be around all that? Because to me, if I got PTSD, I'm gonna think automatically that might trigger me. That might
I was
trigger
gonna
me.
say, what was his trigger? Black people? A group of
Child,
black people?
y'all
that is
just said
just
some real shit. Y'all just said some real shit that I need to hear. My wife said it to me all the damn time, and it's funny. I had took two of my sisters to verify what my wife says to me every day. You got PTSD, you don't need to be around nothing violent.
right.
Right.
And you don't need to own no weapon. You don't need to own no weapon.
I don't know about that one though.
Like if something can truly trigger you, and you got a gun in your hand.
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say it's July 4th. It's July 4th, and the kids outside setting off
I don't like
bombs
that shit.
in the 80s and all that kind of stuff, and you running out there with your pistol,
I don't like that.
dropping down and crawling and rolling around in the bush, looking for the enemy. You know what I mean? Like,
now that's severe PTSD. I ain't there, but I'm halfway. Goddamn.
no, child. Well, I don't know.
Well,
I think it's a cop out. The PTSD was a whole cop out.
no, there ain't no cop out.
That's
Not
what
like that. I mean, you talking about what? Oh, you talking about? Well, yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah,
talking
he
about
ain't.
him. Yeah.
No,
That was his excuse for killing him.
I didn't see in Omaha, Nebraska itself, not just North Omaha, but South Omaha. I seen more bloodshed and death and mayhem than that clown. He could talk. A lot of cats could talk that Marine shit and all that, or Army or military. And I didn't say, nah, bro. If you wasn't front line, like if you wasn't out there busting them things, you was in the tent standing guard by. Miss me with the bullshit. I believe you me. When I say I'm connected with some, anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
PTSD in the inner city is real.
It
right.
is.
It is. And that's why I say so many of us actually, especially those like around our age, if you really, really think about it, most of us, we need some kind of therapy because of the era that we grew up in. We grew up in the crack era where they were not only were people dealing crack, they were smoking crack, and then the police was coming in and arresting the crackheads. They wasn't getting rehab and getting, you have a disease.
Everybody went to jail. The crack dealer, the crackhead, everybody went to jail.
Right. And they broke up families. And then on top of that, we had a gang problem out of this fucking world.
Yeah.
You already know.
We grew up in a gang era where it was like if you wasn't part of one set, you wasn't part of the other one, then it was just craziness that we grew up through all of that. And it's we really have to sit back and think and thank God that we made it through that. Because it's a lot of people that didn't make it.
No, they gone. A lot.
And I actually used to have PTBD, post-traumatic broke disorder.
What the hell was that?
That when you grow up broke. PTBD,
I know that's right.
Post-traumatic broke disorder.
Say that again. I need to make a shirt off of that.
I used to be scared of being broke when I got older. Just
So
being broke.
PTBD.
Post-traumatic broke disorder. I used to have that. I'm
Y'all
telling you.
know what? Don't y'all steal that. Don't try to steal that because we're gonna trademark it. Just
I'm
for
serious.
No, hell
for
no,
y'all
she
that's
done made it
listening.
up.
I'm so
And Bishop,
serious though. I'm so
hey, real
serious. We
talk.
grow up broke, five broke. And I used to
Yeah.
just dread when I had my kids. Oh my God, I gotta work like
But
3, 4,
back to
5
what I was
jobs.
saying
Make
though,
sure we
you
ain't
know,
broke.
As
we
Bishop
need some
Richardson used to
therapy
tell
that
us,
we made it through all of that. And these kids now, you know, they don't understand. They could never understand what we went through. And
Sis,
they,
I like
you know,
that.
they think they hard out here now. No, baby.
Uh-huh.
What y'all going through now, y'all get rehab for stuff. We were seeing people, we were seeing houses vandalized, houses raided, people being drug out of houses.
All
Hell,
the time.
hell, people being beat down and shot in the middle of the street. I
Mhm.
mean, as little kids, hell, as a 10-year-old, I still vividly remember a guy that lived across the street from me. He was a mixed guy, so just imagine a mixed dude, high yellow, sniffing glue, and it
That was a
closed
thing
his
back then too. A
passageway.
lot of people sniffed glue back then.
It closed his
Beer drinking, bread
passageway, and
steak, and sniffing glue.
they pulled him out of the house, and his face was purple. Purple. I'm 10 years old, standing there watching them put him in the ambulance with a purple face when he was lighter than me. He looked damn near white.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
So
Ocean Way TV.
these kids, they don't understand. They don't know what trauma is. They don't know what we've been through, and
But
we
you know what
still.
I saw? Let me tell you something, Carmel. I'm glad you're speaking on that because what I saw the other day on Facebook, and I'm not going to say who posted it, but the post, like, it's so very very true what this person said on their Facebook post. And basically what they said was the way excuse me, the way that we raise our kids today, you know, we raise our kids uh we try to keep them out the street. For the most part, most parents that's what we do. We trying to
Right.
keep our kids out the street. But this person posted on Facebook. He said, I know me and my wife have strived hard to provide and create an environment that's not hood. We didn't want to associate our kids or expose them in it in any way, shape, or form. It's nothing to glorify. I know many other couples have done the same, yet and still these kids gravitate, glorify, and praise hood life rather than appreciate. They don't know boiling water for baths or when the lights then got cut off because you couldn't pay. They want to be from the hood so bad. And they just want to say that they from the mud so bad. And he said, I don't get it.
Right.
And I feel that so
We
much.
trying to provide something better than what we had. They don't know what, like you said, the lights get cut off and you sitting there in the dark at night around 2 or 3 candles.
Yep.
The water cut off, and maybe the neighbor will let you get some water and some
You got a water
empty milk
hose running
jugs.
to your neighbor's
Right.
house, taking water to fill up your bathtub and buckets. That was
Right.
life back then. Yeah, that was hood life.
Hell, you didn't have hell. Sometimes our stove would break down, so we cooking on a damn hot plate. And you know, these
And all
kids,
the food you got came from the pantry. All the food you got came from the
they
pantry.
don't understand. They could never understand catching a bus with groceries.
Oh, Goka. You remember Goka when it used to be on 24th Street over there by the Bryant
Yeah, my
Center?
mom didn't go there too much.
Girl, we was at Goka every freaking week getting free clothes,
No, we
vouchers.
never did that one.
Man, it used to be embarrassing because we didn't have a car. And I told this story before. It was embarrassing because we had to carry back all these big old trash bags full of clothes all the way back home. And we had to walk on 24th Street where
And
everybody
like
could
you
see it.
said, they want to be from the hood so bad, and it's like, why? Why you want to go and struggle?
Right.
What's good about that?
Everybody
I
want to
mean,
be
yeah. I mean,
down
don't
with
get me wrong.
something.
Sometimes that struggle, you know, it's like a butterfly in a cocoon. If you don't have that struggle to get out of that cocoon, then you don't turn into that butterfly. You see what I'm saying? You got to have a little struggle to become great. Otherwise, you stay in that same shape, that same situation.
And you would think with all these young teenagers and young people get murdered all the time that people wouldn't want to pretend like they from the hood or like they, grew up in the hood or got some affiliation to a gang or something like that. Please, I want to be as far away from all the gang members. Okay, sure,
Girl,
sure. Let me. I want to be by the church members.
and they don't understand. I mean, I don't understand it. I don't understand the mentality, and I wish somebody could. I wish we could get a young person on here that would explain to us what
That
the
would be
the
nice.
pull is, what the draw is to wanting to be from the hood.
Yeah, that would be
Why do
nice.
you want that life so bad?
Well, anybody who's watching, if you got somebody y'all want to recommend that's a teenager or a young adult who would like to speak on the platform regarding that, I don't know, because in 2021 it's like, okay, we have way less gangs, we have way less drug crimes, and I mean the way the streets was populated with people that's walking around looking like they
Man,
about to die compared to now, the city has gotten better in that sense. So what is it in 2021 that
right.
makes you gravitate to a gang when you have a great home, a family who works and provides for you? I mean, it makes no sense to me. But anywho, I digress. But Tone, you got any
But
last minute
anything
words
else you
before
want to
we wrap
say?
up?
Yeah, I know I know this is just a Wednesday night. It's hump day, so y'all know
Yeah,
y'all know
we
the hood
still got
table going
Friday. We
down.
still got
You know what I'm
Friday.
saying? But last few words on I really gotta honest only really really gotta say is just this is that most people gravitate it's just like a business. A person's not gonna join a business, they follow people. You see what I'm saying? We may support the business, but we're really supporting that person.
Yeah.
Because we as people don't like to subconsciously it's like, okay, I know it's going to benefit that individual because they're doing a good thing and providing the service and the need and fulfilling the need. So
Uh
I'm gonna
huh.
be one of those, or however, whatever it is that they do, whatever the public displays them at, I'm going to be one of those supporters, right?
Hmm.
Okay, it's the same way with the set, the gangs, the whole nine. Let the youngsters speak. They need to speak. They need to vent who they are. You see what I'm saying? But I know who needs to understand too that needs to be responsible for a lot of this too. The
Uh huh.
mentality it has nothing to do with the actions. They're grown. Once you're on your own, or once you do what you do, whatever it is you want to do, you then you're responsible.
Hmm.
So to say that, oh, well, I didn't know what I was doing, that's bullshit.
Hmm.
Behavior is learned. Remember
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything else is DNA, but behavior is learned.
Mm-hmm.
You
Whether
emulate
good or
what you
bad,
see.
it's learned. Hmm.
You emulate what you see and admire. So if you like the big wagon wheels, if you like the gold days, if you like throwing up the set in the hood and all that old shit, if that's what you like, that's what you gonna gravitate to. That's what you gonna do. That's who you gonna be. That's what it is and what it is. And then you got
Well, if that's
family.
what you like, that kind of shit, keep it down there. Don't bring it out here.
Yeah, keep it away
Because
from me.
Right. No, I'm saying is that was where it was emulated to me as well in our generation.
Yeah, back then it was like everybody was in a gang. That was normal. But in 2021, I don't understand what still gravitates these kids when their life now let me make sure I make this clear. I know there are some young people who are having struggles at home even in this day and age because there's always somebody out there who's having a struggle, parents arguing,
right,
fighting, separating, poor, low income, scrapping for food. But
Right.
for the
Right.
most part, we are not as a community like living like we used to back in the day. So it's like, come on now, gangs. When they, I thought at one point by now they'd be played out. Like really, really. And I don't even know. I don't even know what all gangs is out here right now. They remember that.
Girl,
What was that one
I
name? The
was
Nike
tripping when I
gang.
heard. I was gonna say that when I heard
The
Nike, I
Nike
was
gang.
like Nike, and it
I'm
stands
like,
for
so what
nigga.
y'all
I
got a
kill
swoop? What y'all
everything.
got a swoop gang sign?
Well,
What's up?
from my understanding, well, one of my partners, he from he from the other side of the fence, but nevertheless, that's still my guy. He broke it down to me, and he said basically, Tone. He said, "Look, man," he said, "Nike means niggas I kill every day,
Mm-hmm.
and Jordans is jumping out randomly dumping at niggas. This, and because
See, I didn't know what Jordan stood for.
check, real talk. Because then now this is, I'm not gonna put my other sister out here like that. But like I said, the city know who she is and just trust. If they do run up on her and fuck with her, it's gonna be some issues. I can promise you that. But that's how it was really broken down. Like I mean, on some real, because it was more saying like the old heads, our generation, the Jane Streets, the 40th Abs,
Yeah.
the Victor Blocks, the Noms, the South families, the original the ones that was actually born and bred into this shit.
Mm-hmm.
That what I'm talking about, like ran this shit, and it's like what these Newcastles on with the young, like say our kids or whatever, or younger nephews, and they wasn't following protocol. So this is where that Nike and Jordan jump on. Well, fuck it, then it is what it is. We from the hood, we still from the same spots, but this is what we gonna do. Also, nigga, you rolling Nike, nigga, then I'm on Jordans. I'm jumping out randomly dumping at niggas.
Uh-huh.
I'm Nike. Niggas I kill every day.
That's stupid.
That's crazy.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's very stupid to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was more say just exactly how I just explained it. And I'm gonna tell you a true story before I even leave, and it's gonna be very short and quick. I was born 3603 North 44th Avenue. Everybody knows that's 444 block. Them was Crips. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of y'all don't know the history of that block between Bedford and Spalding. All the way over and jump around and go up to 45th and come back around on the Sprague and come down. The whole find the Uptown Hills. That was all families. Long before the Crips and Bloods came into the house.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But the Vice Lords and the Gangster Disciples and all that, everything, the Stones, that was already infiltrated, but it was low key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know a few people who were
they
vice lords
started
back
coming
then.
apart.
Yeah.
So before the Crips and the Bloods, everybody started talking about the 40th Ave and 44 MGs and the Jane Street, Trade 456, and it was Gangster Playboys, it was Business Boys, it was OG Boys, it was the Easto Rats, it was the Bro Dogs, it was the Lords of Violence. That's what the fuck it was. It was different. It was different neighborhoods, different sets of
South
people.
Family. South. Don't forget South Family.
And it was always South Family before they was even South Family Bloods.
Exactly.
It was
Exactly.
always South Family.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very, very good personal friends with some of the legends. But anyway, the key moral of the story is that when this shit is like, it's inbred, it's like DNA. But there's never been too much blood that's been shed to where things cannot be mended. It's gonna take a lot of work. And when I say a lot of work, I'm talking about The Omaha days is cool, but I remember when Omaha days was like Stone Soul Picnic almost every year. Consistently. I'm talking about 10, 20,000 plus.
Yep.
It's going down. I mean, everybody, it's a family. Now we can't stand each other.
Yep.
And we talking about generations. I can guarantee you all three of us in this doggone thing got some family members or next to kin that don't get along, that most likely did something to each other or most likely got an issue. Whether the love and respect we all three got for each other right now, I am saying this as an individual. This is something not only that I know, but understand, have witnessed, and can guarantee you I can figure out a source that will come and back up everything I just said, besides the Most High himself. That's 5 steps right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
So this thing with this, back to this real quick, I don't know how the city should feel. The family should fight against it. And I'm talking about the young man.
Right.
So okay, so if
Scurlock
this
family
jackass that killed the man that okay, and so it was Scurlock, right? The young brother.
Yeah,
right?
that was James Scurlock, and the
Okay.
man who killed him was
All
Jake
right.
Gardner.
Right on. It was Snake Gardner. That's his name. And this European even said this. I'm talking about somebody that didn't have no melanin. Called him Snake Gardner. How you gonna kill someone for what? If you're not defending yourself, you're talking about something that you don't even own. You use that as an excuse, and you thought that was gonna give you your privilege card. It has nothing to do with white and black. Because little do y'all understand that white and black is a political term. But we ain't gonna go there. Man, y'all, we got a lot going on. Hey, I want y'all to enjoy.
I'm gonna keep y'all updated. Me and Carmel Diva.
Please do.
If they have press conferences, if they have court days, we will definitely keep y'all updated because, again, when I found out about this article, Carmel Diva hit me to it because I missed that. I truly missed that article, and I was like, "What?" I try to stay on KETV and stuff, almost every day, but I've been working a lot, so you know how it is. But yeah, I'm glad she sent me that because I was like, "What? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? They trying to sue the special prosecutor?"
Yeah.
So we gonna see where this goes.
I was like
my understanding
was like the gall of these.
They suing
people,
the special prosecutor.
Yeah, they suing the special.
Hold on. They sue. Hold on, wait. Before you go over here, real quick, because this is gonna be juicy come Friday, girl. Look, you telling me that they suing the nigga juice personally? That's a you know what?
And you know what? Actually, you know what, Tone? I don't even know if I'm gonna go live Friday night. We might have to say that till sometime, I don't know, maybe Monday or something, because it's Omaha days.
I know, you're right.
And I'm really trying to be out there on the I'm really trying to go live from the strip. That's what I'm really trying to do.
The only reason I'm being honest with y'all, the only reason that
it's a lot of stuff going on this weekend. So I'll probably be going live from out and about. Honestly,
got to catch up on some things, Plus, Omaha days is very sentimental to me because of the fact that my mother passed on a July 27th when we buried her on the last day of Omaha days, which would have been around the 4th. It was crazy. So it's like it's very sentimental. But the most I say the same, I'll make it the next one. It's no stress. No stress.
Yeah, time be flying. So that's why when it does come like every 2 years, I try to be out there, out there mixing and mingling with people. I just pray that our city doesn't have any violence over Omaha. I know they said they're gonna have extra police out there, extra security. Somebody even hit me up and asked me, did I want to be a what do you call it? Oh my God, like a block. What do you call it?
Safety patrol.
Well, something.
So,
that's
hey,
She gonna have a little orange belt.
that is not exactly. It's called a block. No, it's called a block captain.
A block
A block
commander.
captain. It's called a block captain. And I was like,
have
oh,
an
block
orange belt
captain.
with a star on
I'm like, how can I be a block captain when I'm gonna be up there recording and all that kind of stuff? And I was like,
You can still do it.
You got a YouTube channel.
I can't keep my eyes on everything if I'm up there recording and trying to get on the nice cars in the parade.
I promise you, Tanya Haley, I can promise you this. If you was to contact them people downtown and you say, guess what? I'm gonna be the black captain and I'm gonna go live and I need top flight security. Guess what? OPD nigga gonna have SWAT. Guaranteed they gonna have. Look,
oh
man,
my God.
I know OPD. They gonna be deep and they gonna be undercover. UC, they gonna be be riding big wheels and they gonna be on horseback.
It's gonna be people walking around with normal clothes or with Jordans on their cell phone. You ain't gonna know. You ain't gonna know they are police.
You gonna think they from every hood, and I promise you, it's gonna watch.
And they probably undercovers, just looking like every
they had the block. The way they had the block how they had it separated. They had the medians all the way down 24th Street.
See that right there. That right there. See that okay. Omaha, Nebraska, and particularly North Omaha, Nebraska, District Number 2 residents. Before I get up off this doggone me thing. See, here's the problem that I have. Yeah, I'm talking loud. You know what? I'll drive my ass and tell y'all better be glad I ain't got enough money right now. I swear to Allah, y'all better be. I am not bullshitting you. Y'all better be glad that my brother has transitioned amongst the ancestors. And I don't have enough doggone financial means at this moment. But I promise you, hear me and hear me good. Y'all need to literally lace your boots up, get the wind beneath your motherfucking wings, and take back your community. There is no reason why a community that is so rich as mine in culture, history, family value, the talent, the whole nine.
Talent.
And we lagging behind like that, man, y'all done lost y'all rabbit ass mind. And I can guarantee you this, and I can talk to the youngsters all the way to the old school cats. Ain't none of y'all gonna bust a grape this way. I can guarantee you that, because if you do that, anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
Ain't no insurance policies gonna cover none of the shit you talking about. But what I'm saying is, y'all, is that the fact is that y'all gotta lace up, man. I'm talking about from the church, from A to Z, from the ass to the zoo. There's no excuse. There's too much power. There's too much money. There's too much wealth. There's too much of everything existing right there. Just because I don't live there don't mean that my whatever, dude. I'm still very active.
I'm gonna tell you part of the reason they doing that, and that is gentrification. They've already moved into quote unquote North Downtown. I've never in my life heard of a damn North Downtown.
I know.
Until they started building up down there on 10th Street and where Asarco used to be, all that is the asbestos companies and all of that. How you gonna have all of these expensive hotels and then 2 blocks away you have the homeless shelter and
condemned buildings, condemned homes.
And then up the street you got condemned homes. What it is all of them older folks is dying off, and these dumbass kids they have are selling the homes or not taking care of it. And the city
they're not thinking. They're not thinking.
Yeah.
That's why I can't wait to catch me one of these clowns down here that they grandparents or great grand somebody got. What would they say, babe? About 50 to 100 acres. Well, we want to get rid of about 10, 15 acres. Give about $50,000. I don't care, man. I don't care. I don't want to get away from here. Okay, got you.
Right.
You go, bro.
And so now they are trying to gentrify that area. That land down there is valuable, and they know
extremely. You're close to the airport. You're close to the downtown. You're close to the money center. You're close to the midtown that they. If you really recognize, if you notice over south, they ain't really tripping. It's like, okay, whatever. Why they building up around everybody else? We're gonna build our own shit. It means that one day nobody can come over here unless we give them permission. You know what I mean? That's it. But over north,
And we are allowing them to do this because we like, oh, they giving us money. We can move up out of the hood. Why don't you fix up the hood and then you don't have to move?
How's it?
Your land
Hey,
is
not to cut you
valuable.
off, sis. Not to cut you off, sis. But real quick, how's it that there is a home that's right around the corner from my godfather's? He's off of 20th and Work, 21st and Work, right? Peep this out. Now, mind you, his home,
Big
I
ass,
ain't gonna really,
beautiful homes.
you see what I'm saying? But because my cousin JR lives next to him, Heisman, Mr. But anyway, check this out. How's it that his home is valued at this as is? He literally had to threaten people to tell them to stop calling him. He had to block people because the folks been coming by, hey man, knock on the hey man, you want to sell this house? You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up, man. Now, come on, man. This man ain't trying to hear all that, right? Like, going, no matter how bad I'm, you're not getting this crib. This 4,000 plus square feet. This is original. So check this out.
Because
Even my
those
mother-in-law
homes,
too.
they were called,
Hey,
that was like, that was, what was it called? The Street of Dreams. Because when they had the
check it out.
transcontinental,
Exposition, the Mississippi. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's a thing down at the courthouse. If y'all go upstairs, right there, remember how you used to enter from off of 19th or 20th Street, right there, right here, the top, not before you go down the escalator. The one right there. There's a little expeditious little thing, that little glass encased, and then if you look around the walls, it gives you all that history.
well, see, I lived in one of the last original buildings right there off of 16th and Lake, that big ass white building, the Sherman. I lived.
That's the original. That is
Sherman.
like the epicenter of where it started.
Yep.
That whole area.
And
see here.
And there used to be, like, Coons Park used to be a lake. That was a lake. That was a lake before they filled it in and turned it into a park. But
people don't understand the history that they wanted. They're looking at the fact that no later than 2025 to 30, it ain't gonna be the hood no more.
That's why Florence Boulevard, if you look in that area, that's why they had all them big ass houses. Them big, beautiful houses there, that's what they were there for. They were built there because those were supposed to be the model that they were trying to build across Omaha. That was called the Street of Dreams. And that's why Florence Boulevard is so wide. Yep.
Look at the Gold Coast.
It was the original
Look
Gold
at Bemis
Coast.
Park. Look over there for the comments there. All that,
That's
man.
where Chicago. That's where Chicago got the model from.
Exactly, right. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. See, people sleeping, man. But here's the thing, and I'm glad I seen that my man Sherman put it up there where he said that they I guess even the dusty ass mayor with her monkey ass, I guess they had voted out being great the District 2. Yeah, it's a lot of juicy talk coming on Friday. Yeah. He can't. Yeah, it ain't no more land. What y'all call that? What they used to be over the land. The land bank,
with the housing authority,
whatever the hell this dusty ass was over, he ain't no more of that. The mayor ain't going for that. It's a wrap.
Omaha North, that 75 North or whatever.
75 North.
The land bank, whatever the land bank is, where they had all them like Terrence Haynes spelled the beans. He told it all about the district county meeting on my boy Sherman Lamont, my boy Sherman Wells. Look, y'all. Hey, since I gotta send you this video.
Hey, that's who hit me up about being a block captain. That's who hit me up.
That's what I'm trying to. Hey, since Sherman. Hey,
that's the homeboy. We go way back. We go way back. We went to South together.
Terrence broke it down at the city council meeting. I wish I could have screamed through the doggone me screen.
Yeah, you mean Senator McKinney, Terrence McKinney? Yeah.
No, my man's got the restaurant off of 90th. The
Mackie?
OG cat.
No.
Terrence. Oh my God,
He got a restaurant he got a restaurant on 90th.
I do believe so. Oh my God. I think it's Terrence
The dude that got
Haynes.
the popcorn place?
I don't know if it's the podcast. I don't know, but if y'all go to Sherman Lamont Wells thing where he was the city council meeting where they spoke, he broke it down because he said he can get a piece, but he just can't hold the knife. Oh my God, what is that? I'm gonna send it to you tonight. I promise you, y'all.
Yeah,
We
send me
will
the
talk
link
about
in
it
my
Friday.
inbox.
Yeah, because that might be a really good story to dig
I know you
into.
ain't going live Friday, but I'm gonna send it to you anyway before Friday.
Yeah,
Anyway,
send it to me
my wife
anyway.
just sent it. But hey, y'all,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
is real.
we might have to double up next Friday. And I had said that I was going
Yeah.
to announce the monthly winner when we go live
I'm
Friday.
on the
So
lesson, man.
what I'll do is I'll come live just to announce the winner, and then I'm gonna jump back off because I already know it. I don't know if Carmel Diva gonna be down there with me, but I'm gonna find somebody to hang out with on the strip.
Karma Diva can't run, so Karma Diva gonna stay home.
I will push you. I will push you in one of those buggies. I'm gonna get me a buggy. I'm gonna take one of them
Look,
cars from Walmart.
I'm gonna get one of them scooters they got down there.
Get
They'll
one of
be
those
parked in
scooters
front of people's
that they
yards.
was fighting over at Walmart. Get one of those.
I'm talking about the scooters they be parked in people's yards. Be like, why the hell you leave a scooter there?
Oh,
You know
you
what
talking
I'm
about
talking
the
about?
one that's owned by the city?
Yep.
Okay, see that? Okay, that's what we gonna get you. One of those scooters. But yeah, it's about almost 11 o'clock. We've been on here much
Yeah,
longer
we
than I
need to.
wanted to, but I enjoyed everything we discussed, all your points
Right.
of views. I especially appreciate the people in the comment in the chat
And thank
who
you for the
gave
new
their opinions in
member.
the chat.
Thanks for
Yes, and a
joining
new
us
member.
and joining
I'm
the
good.
hoodies.
I'm good, 78. And if
78.
anybody else wants to become a member of the Hood Table, you do get special perks with that. And all you gotta do is click the join button, which is right next to the subscribe button. It's $1.99 per month, only $1.99, cheaper than a burger at McDonald's every month.
Girl, okay?
Yes, yes, yes. But
But
on
in the
that note,
meantime, in between time.
everybody who came in late and everybody who might watch this video later, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the Hood Table. And in the
Yes.
meantime, and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and what else?
We'll
Keep
holler.
it hood.
Keep it hood. All our hoodies. Hey. Good night, y'all. Love you guys. Love you, bro. Love
Good
you.
night. Good night, bro.
Y'all too. Peace and love.
Good night,
No doubt.
wifey. Is the wifey in the background? Bye, wifey.
Already, Native Omaha days is going down.
Yeah, it's about to be lit, and we will be live. I'm gonna tag you in my live, okay?
Already, hit me up. Let me know what it is. You know what I'm talking about?
I am.
Oh, boy.
Especially,
All right, y'all.
when we at the parade. I'm gonna definitely in the parade. I'm gonna definitely tag you.
I'm watching
Right.
every day, all day.
All right, Oni.
All right,
All
y'all.
right.
One love.
Good night, y'all.
One.
Everybody be blessed.
Already.
Good night. One.
Peace.